as we now are once again here on the beautiful and very, very long pit lane here in Silverstone. Yeah. After the race restart instantly because we had some issues with people not getting in, and I think this time around everything should have worked out the way we would want it to, I hope. So yeah, for everybody watching, enjoy your time, as we now have somebody joining really quick afterwards. Frankenstein joins right as we head into Q1, so now definitely people are gonna drop out of qualifying. I'm not sure how many, maybe it's just one person, but I doubt that. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Because I'm not quite sure how this works. If somebody in chat could just message me real quick if the volume is fine, if I am not that much louder, or maybe do it if with a car going out, and we now have a car going out. Is it once again Rob for pole, the first guy? It is. It seems to be. It's an AXXELRACING, I think, yeah. And Rob for pole is the only man in AXXELRACING. He's usually the guy that goes out first every time. So yeah, tell me how the volume is on this camera setting. Wait, while I check myself, and then we have two opinions on it. I think like this it seems to be fine. So now we are finally in qualifying on this beautiful Silverstone track. It's round 7 of our league. Silverstone, like around 6-kilometer long track with 18 corners and a very, very high average speed. You spend around 65% on the track at full throttle. I don't think that applies for wet qualifying, but usually it's 65% throttle on average of the whole track. 2 DRS zones. So a lot of time for overtaking on high-speed DRS zones. So now Rob for pole heads closer and closer to the start-finish line to be the first man to start a push lap. And let's see how people will do this qualifying session. I mean, if you're on wets, you could just go lap after lap after lap after lap with a lot of fuel in the car. Oh, almost lose it here. It's very hard to get that first corner right. Now onto the main straight, starting the first push lap of this session. Definitely has to go off throttle. You usually just send it through here. Swing the car to the left fast enough. Go slow, go safe. In these wet conditions, it's so hard to do fast speed corners and acceleration right. But it seems to be fine here. Goes full throttle again onto the first DRS zone, but in the wet there's obviously no DRS available. So let's see. Yeah, ran a bit wide, but that should be fine. Yeah, runs wide, very wide here. But yeah, that shouldn't count yet. Shouldn't be the thing to worry about for now, because we just started this session. As he makes his way through Cops, where we had that Hamilton and Verstappen crash earlier this year. Oh, yeah, that was an invalidation. So the man right behind him on a push lap seems to be Raver, so let's watch him. I think Nutria just joined, no? Did he join? No, also invalidated. How is it looking for Raoul? No invalidation here. So then let's watch his push lap. Oh, sorry. Let's see if he can be the first man to put in a proper push lap without invalidation, as he now heads into the third sector, 113 for sector 1 and 2. not an easy track in the wet, because usually you just send it through every corner here, and knowing what you can do and can't do here under these wet conditions, pushing the limit is going to be what makes the difference. So yeah, let's see as he now approaches the final turn. 141.7 is the first time we have for a push lap here. So let's see who's the next man to cross the line. I'm not quite sure who it will be. I think it's No, it's Darkfly. Darkfly first. So let's see him here through Corpse. 7th gear. Usually just full send into this turn. Same here. Have to go off throttle and brake here a bit, just let the car run. Just let it slide along the track. And now get on throttle in the perfect moment. Darkfly, our current championship leader, and that by far. By very, very far. So yeah, let's see his first lap in these wet conditions here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. Final turn now. See his line. Could have been a bit closer. 140.164. Waffle goes across the line with a 144.3. So 4 seconds difference, and yeah, this is what I meant. I mentioned earlier. It's just so important. So important to get the throttle right. Yeah, the throttle control is so important here. As Buckles goes across the line with 143.5. So 4 second difference for now. Raver across the line with a 142.736. 1 second slower than Raul ahead of him, and Raul 4/10 slower. As we also see the second Red Bull across the line with a 143. Both Red Bulls very close together, very equal times, and I think people are gonna have a bit more fuel in their tanks, I think. F1 Nico now with a 141.4, second fastest man on the grid by as now Vanu goes across the line in the McLaren, 140.6. So, and Controby with the fastest lap so far, 140.0, almost sub 140, the first man to do it. Yeah, I think people are gonna do push lap after push lap, have a lot of fuel in their tanks. To just go lap after lap after lap and go faster and faster and faster in these wet conditions. Let me just open up a few things here real quick. Okay, so Darkfly now the first man to put in 139, so sub 140, the first man. Our current pole sitter in this Q1 session, no, our current P1 sitter, sorry. Let's real quick have a look at the driver standings. So Darkfly is currently still in P1, followed by Mink. Yeah, built a gap for over 50 points, 52 points to be exact. And the fight for P3 is the one we have to watch right now, because Rufflepole and Raver are just a 1 point apart from each other. And in the constructors, it's basically Alpine P1 with 144 points and Aston Martin with 99, and P3 is Alfa Romeo with only 55 points, so big gaps building here too. So the fight for P3 is still on, but P1 and P2 should be secured by now. After the first half of the season. Did somebody go off track? Did Buckles? I didn't see, my bad. It's just so hard to keep traction, but it's only Q1. It's only Q1 and it's gonna get better. I will be able to focus on more. I think that is Buckles off track, probably broke his car, slid off the track due to the rain and suffered now from terminal damage. As Rob for pole goes across the line Fastest man on the grid now, 139.585. It's gonna be really interesting to see if somebody can kick Darkfly off that pole position holding spot. Pole position every race so far. 5 out of 6 races. So yeah, I don't know if somebody can reach these heights, can reach that level of driving. And in this session for now, it seems like Rob for Pole can. Only 11 people so far made it across the line. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The question I have now is how many people drop out of the session. If it's one person, so we get the usual 15 in Q2, that means Buckles should still be through because Frankenstein retired with no lap time, and the lap time still counts if you suffer from terminal damage or damage in general. We saw that with Charles Leclerc this year in Monaco and in Baku, I think. Yeah, both times, no? He crashed out both times. Or did he? He for sure crashed out in Monaco, and the second one was due to the red flag too. I'm not sure if he was the guy that crashed out in Baku, but that's not important now. Mink now on his first push lap. No, okay, Sam is ahead of him. Sorry, what am I doing? So AJ Sam finishing his first proper push lap now. Oh, it's so hard to keep track on everything. So yeah, wet qualifying once again. Still another wet race. We had rain in Baku for the last couple laps that just caused a menace. This rain was so important for a few podium sitters and a few point scorers because of the pit decisions and the safety car. And oh man, that race was a beauty. As now AJ Sam approaches the start-finish line, goes across the line with a 141.2. He definitely can't complain. So let's quickly jump to Mink here, who's the other guy who's currently on a push lap that hasn't put in a time yet. Let's see what this man can do. Looking sharp, looking sharp. Very important braking point. Not hitting the apex quite, but definitely does it here. Let's see. Great line here, acceleration. And he is the fastest man on the grid with that lap. 139.582, only 3,000 clear. Off Rob for Pole just right behind him. Wow. Close fighting for that P1 spot here in Q1, but yeah, as we all know, Q1 isn't the decider. It's just important to see who makes it through and who doesn't, and yeah, I'm not sure if Buckles is through here. Same with Frankenstein, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know how many people got through, if it's actually 15 or less. Maybe 14? Maybe 14, I'm not sure. Darkfly retired already. But I think he can be pretty happy with his lap time. The people ahead of him not even a tenth faster. So yeah, definitely no complaints from him here. As we now watch SD Racer on his first push lap in the Haas. Let's see what he can put in, what performance he can show us. Haas currently the only team without points yet. So maybe today is the day. With different drivers, with a different driver, not drivers, sorry. As now Hunter goes out on another push lap. Hunter just changed his name, it's Goyet, still the same Mercedes driver. So let's see, SD Racer, can he drag that Haas out of Q3 just like Mick did last weekend in Russia? And for now that P9 spot is definitely enough. Definitely enough. Don't know if he goes back-to-back laps. So now everybody has put in a lap time apart from Frankenstein, who retired earlier. I'm not sure if he will be even racing. So yeah, if 15 go through, Buckles is lucky here. But I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, usually it's 15, but under the condition only having 16 people driving, it might not be 15, it might be less. But Q1 is always 10. So yeah, let's see. Both Ferraris currently sitting also in a good spot here, P4 and P5. Very close together. As Raul puts in the fastest lap of this qualifying session so far, 139.246. So both Aston Martins now on that P1 and P2 spot here in qualifying 1. They are definitely happy with that. As AJ Sam only sits in P12 for now. His teammate in P4 already retired. I think Darkfly is pretty safe here. Control Boy also retired. Yeah, I think these cars are through. People in the 140, 139 area should be definitely safe. So yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna be the lap time that gets you out of this session. Not sure. So let's see. Goyet just separated the both Ferraris with a 139.8, so looking good, man. It's looking good for him. Definitely. Maybe he can finally score some other points. He only had that maiden and very well-deserved podium, I think, in Italy. And yeah, let's see if he can score for the Mercedes team again. That Haas of SD Racer sitting in P11. Maybe this will be the first time Haas can score points. I mean, with what qualifying, a lot can happen. A lot can happen. So let's see if a lot will happen. Always very interesting to see. Excuse me. So yeah. I can see how much time if you want is left due to the yellow flag. It's 20 seconds, so the last push laps will start now or never. But I'm not sure if anybody will go for another push lap. Because it might be that everybody that has put in a lap time goes through. Yeah, people had straight into the pits. But Raver is on an out lap, so let's keep an eye on him. Ooh! Somebody spun off! I think. Is it for Paul? Did he spin off? Yeah, but no damage, I think. Shouldn't matter all too much anyways, because he's sitting in a P3 spot in Q1. He's definitely through. So we don't have to worry here. So let's see if Raver goes for another push lap. Yes, he does. I think. Oh. Does this mean a validation for the next lap? Yes. Oh, and he... So no, he doesn't even have to push. Then that's it for qualifying here. Or is AJ Sam pushing? Not sure. Maybe he is. No, he isn't. Okay, yeah. Then that's it for qualifying 1. Not a very special session, because almost everybody will go through, apart from Frankenstein and or Buckles, who crashed out early on. So yeah, oh, that white Red Bull livery, man, wow, just beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, then that's it. And let's use that opportunity real quick to have a look at the main sponsor of our season, Pit Lane Model Shop, providing us with beautiful F1 model casts. P1 in our league gets that a beautiful AlphaTauri here. P2 gets the World Championship winning helmet from Lewis Hamilton in Turkey last year, and P3 gets the Alex Albon helmet from last year. So definitely check out their beautiful casts. You get 10% off with the code AXXEL. Just click on the link. Check it out if you want to. If you want something to sit nicely on your desk, to sit nicely in your shelf, you can always look at and maybe even get inspired to put in laps in F1 yourself. So let's see. 14 people went through, yeah. So everybody apart from Buckles and Frankenstein. That's what I meant. Not a really special session. We have 6 people sub 140 and 11 people in the 140 and sub. So yeah, it's gonna be a close Q2 and Q3, I think, from now on. Apart from the second Red Bull, who didn't put in anything close to sub 143, not even sub 142. So yeah, this is gonna be very interesting later on, I think. Qualifying is just always kind of yeah, not very special to watch in the league, and also to commentate, because it's just so messy. Everybody puts in lap after lap, and keeping track on everything here incredibly hard. But Q1 results: Raoul fastest man on the grid, followed by Mink, Rob for pole, Darkfly, Simply, Hunter, Control Bobby, Starnex, Lord, Raver, Vanu, Sissy, SD Racer, AJ Sam, F1 Nico, and FL Racer. Great qualifying session 1 as we now head and load into qualifying 2. This is gonna be way more important now. Way more important. Still full wets. Way more important, way more interesting, because with 16 people in Q3, it just doesn't really matter. You don't have to try that hard. And yeah, we see a Haas in Q2. Maybe he can make it out of here. I think last session he was sitting in P11, so close. And maybe he can make it out of Q2 into Q3 and get in a good position to score points. And once again, it seems to be that Rob for pole is the first man to go out. Yeah, as per usual, man. So let's see. Last session, a few people were faster than Darkfly, but usually Darkfly sandbags a bit. He seems to sandbag a bit in Q1 and Q2 and then just sends it in his final lap in Q3. So let's see what will happen this time around. It's gonna be interesting. Nothing much happened yet, apart from the Buckles crash that I couldn't see because I was focusing on standings. So yeah, hard to keep attention to everything here. Rob getting the heat into the tires. Wet qualifying is always something else, man. It's just always something else. So yeah, let's see if something else is gonna happen here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Is Rob for pole gonna pass Raoul here again, or is he gonna try to get a toe off of him? It's just so risky to stay that close behind somebody in qualifying. So, but then let's swap our attention to Raoul, who's gonna be the first man to start a push lap here. Let's see his entry onto the main straight. Seems pretty solid. Starting his lap now. And Rutherford so close behind. Hey Raver, welcome to the stream. trying to get some heat into the chat. As Raul invalidates, then let's watch Rob for pole here. Can he make a lap? Wow, what? No, let's restart the sentence. Can he put in a very solid lap once again to get that AlphaTauri out of Q2? I definitely think he can. He just showed so solid performances over the last few races. Getting disqualified in the Russian qualifying was so sad, and it was just not even his fault. It's just a game. And F1 2021 definitely shines in some aspects, but also is a bit rusty in others. Yeah, that's just it. And in Baku qualifying, he crashed out in Q2. But Chinese qualifying went well for him. Maybe this time around, qualifying does go even better. Finishing the last real straight in Sector 3 now. Approaching the final 2 turns. Yes, like a good line. Close to the apex. Not hitting the sausage grip is so important here, because in the rain it's just over for you then. Across the line, 139.496. Instantly sub 140 as AJ Sam goes across the line. 140.9. The man right behind him should be Star Max Slot. Yeah, he is. So let's watch him. Across the line he goes. 140.0. Close to sub. Then the man right behind him. Oh, sorry for skipping so fast. Is Darkfly. So let's see him out of final turn now. 140.9, not even sub 140, and then across the line goes Van with 141.0. So the man behind him is F1 Nico, 141.135, and they are closely followed by sorry man, FR Racer in that beautiful, beautiful white Red Bull livery, man. Oh, just look at it. Just look at it. I adore it. Invalidation. I didn't even push properly due to the invalidation. So, then let's watch SD Racer, the Haas. Can he make it out of Q2? Can he get Haas the first points of this season here in Axxel? The only team to not score points yet. On equal performance though, so can he make it finally work for the team? Would be a pleasure to see personally, to see at least every team score a single point. Raul now puts in a lap 141.1. Haas also currently the only team IRL who didn't score yet. Even Williams is on a good streak right now. So yeah, let's see if Haas can make it here. Out of Cops now, where we had that crash with Hamilton and Verstappen earlier this year. Darkfly now fastest man on the grid, 139.145. Clear by 3/10 here off of Rock for pole. As now SD Racer heads into the 3rd sector. Onto the long hangar straight. So let's see. Into that really important final turn 17 and 18, where you can just gain and lose so much time because it's so technical on that fast track. Across the line he goes, 140.9, currently the 5th fastest man on the grid. So let's quickly jump down a bit to see FR Racer across the line, 144.3, faster, slower than last session. So can Control now put that beautiful Ferrari in a better position than last session. I think both Ferraris finished on P5 and P7. Definitely can't complain, but if other people improve this session, P7 might not be enough to get out of Q2. FR Racer disqualified from session going the wrong way, man. What? Okay, that is an invalidation for sure. Did he do that on purpose, or was it just a game bug? I didn't see. So then that's also invalidated, man. Who's closer to finishing his out lap? As now Darkfly goes across the line, 138.7, first man to put in that sub 139. Wow, so much faster than Rob here. 8/10 clear. Whew. As I said, man, this guy just Q1 he just puts in a chill lap, and then Q2 instantly 1.5 seconds faster, and Q3 the same. It's just crazy, man. How he gets that speed out of the car faster and faster and getting more confident on the track. And we have so heavy rain conditions, and he just does it all, man. Rain master, so much faster than everybody else. Same for dry conditions. It's just crazy. It's just crazy seeing him race. So talented, so talented. Also the F2 champion of this league. Wow, yeah, I don't know. So AXXELRACING disqualified. 5.5 minutes left. So then let's finally watch Raver doing his first push lap of this session. Full throttle through the first few turns. Doesn't even need all braking power here in that first heavy braking zone. Good throttle control. A bit of wheel spin, but that should be fine. Now onto the first DRS zone straight. As control will be put in 140.0, so 4 fastest man on the grid for now. He definitely can be very happy with that lap time. So let's keep our attention then here on Raver. Now approaching cops. Yeah, he's to go so much slower than usual. It's crazy, man, how rain changes everything. Usually you are 65% on throttle. So you're on throttle for 65% of the lap. But that is just definitely not possible in these heavy rain conditions. 113 out of sector 2. Not looking bad, because you can gain so much in this fuel very technical turns. Yeah, it's just finding your limits on these high-speed corners to make the difference, and getting the slow turns right as he goes across the line. 141. I think he isn't all too happy with that, because that barely puts him out of Q2. And Mink behind him, Simply behind him, and Hunter behind him didn't put in lap yes. As we now watch Simply already faster than Raver here with a 112 out of sector 2. So let's watch him now out of the final turn, approaching the straight start finish line. 139.8. So Ferrari currently sitting in P5, P6. Very solid. Race not going well for them sometimes, but let's just hope that changes today. So then let's slowly shift our attention down the grid more a bit. Raver currently now out of Q3. So let's see. Mink and Hunter across the line. Hunter starts his push lap now. So let's see at what speed you can take these corners. Very high limits he takes here. Very confident. Good throttle control, avoiding wheel spin with a bit of short shifting. So close to the sausage curb as you want it. You just don't want to hit it. You have to be so close, just like in Russia, where next to the sausage line is the sausage curb is the perfect racing line. So let's see Hunter into this very technical few turns. Looking good. Maybe a bit wide here because he hit the curb too early, but That shouldn't be all too important. Now on to that very, very fast section of the track again. Actually shifting up to 8 gear, a bit of engine braking going off throttle here. So let's see him through it fast. Left, right, left, right, left. Yeah, this is a good port control. Didn't take too much curb. As simply now puts in the second fastest lap time with a 1:39.3. But let's keep our attention here on Hunter. Approaching the final few turns now. This is going to be so important that he does it well. Former name was Goyet. Not very lucky in races in this league so far. But maybe he can break that curse at some point. Maybe it is today. 140.2 currently puts him out of Q2 as Mink now goes across the line with a 1:39.777. So the Williams of Raver, the Haas of SD Racer, and the Alfa Romeo of F1 Nico currently out of Q3. So yeah, let's shift our attention down to F1 Nico here. His first race in our league. Can he get into Q3 in his first league race here at Axxel? Preparing. It's just so important to get that done right. Very interesting what he does here. Not sure if it's the right call. He could have been a bit faster, but I'm not sure if this would make a difference. So yeah, for everybody watching, enjoying the stream, give me feedback right in the chat. Cheer for who you think will be fastest in Q3. Get some predictions in now. So we can talk about a bit here. And F1 Nico on intermediates. Is everybody else on intermediates? No, they were on. Wait a second. No. Most people were on wets, but Darkfly and Rofopol also on intermediates. F1 Nico looking a bit risky here, man. So yeah, get your predictions in for Q3. Follow the Twitch channel. Races every single Saturday. We only finished the first half of the season so far, so lots more to come. So then let's keep watching F1 Nico, and let's see his time out of Sector 2 in a bit. $1:13, currently slower than his half lap, but can he make the difference? Now Darkfly, 1:37.9, man! Sub 1:38! I have no words. Honestly, no words. As Q2 now comes to an end, he puts another fastest lap in, showing how much faster than everybody else he is. Very impressive. We have 8 people sub 1:40 and 2 people very close to it. No, basically 12 people very close to it. So very close racing from P2 to P12 onwards. So yeah, out of this session are Alpha Racer, who got disqualified, F1 Nico, SD Racer, and sadly Goyet by only 7/10. And not 7/10. 700s. Yeah, as you say, Raver. That was close for you, definitely. Generally speaking, that qualifying session was really close. So yeah, great fun to watch. Wow, I just don't know what to say. Darkfly only man to put in a lap on intermediates. Maybe that was what made the difference, and so I think we're gonna see a lot more people going out on intermediates in the next session, especially because it's gonna rain less next session. The gap from P2 to P10 is only 7/10, so big margin to close for everybody here. The gap to Darkfly and simply it's just bonkers. 1.5 seconds faster. But also intermediates, so I think it's gonna be a close qualifying session. It's gonna be a very, very close qualifying session. So for everybody watching that once again, I tell you, put in your predictions if you want to. Yeah, would be a pleasure if you could give me some information on what you think is gonna happen. If not, then not. It's fine. Yeah. So everybody on Inters now. It's also gonna change a lot, I think. Yeah. So one car is going out once again. Rob for pole, as per usual. P7 for me, I reckon, and Darkfly for pole. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think Darkfly is gonna be poled again, but maybe somebody can kick this man off his throne. Would be so interesting to see. Or maybe he has some issues and somehow can't make a proper lap by. It's gonna be interesting. I always have the hope that we see close and tight racing. As basically everybody is going out on track, man. Chill. What the hell? So first is Rob for pole, followed by Control and Starmax Lord, Raoul, Benu, Darkfly, Mink. Then comes Raver and Simply. So yeah, let's see if they stay in order and if we can watch them in order. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. This is what always counts and always will count. Wow, just look at that AXXELRACING, man. I think that car is just beautiful. And especially with hearts. But now let's watch Rob for pole starting his first push lap. Being the first to start a push lap in this Q3 sessions. 9.5 minutes remaining. So obviously less time than per usual. Let's see if somebody can make the dream come true of kicking Darkfly, the king of our league, off his throne, at least for one time in qualifying, maybe even in race later on. Do we see a big crash like Hamilton and Verstappen this year? Do we see people run wide and having issues like Leclerc and things like these, man? Things like these are gonna be interesting, and especially in league racing, everything can happen. Everything can happen. So Rob for pole, now on his way to Cops, where that big crash happened this year. Man, I just don't know what to say. I'm actually pretty hyped for the race. Qualifying is always a bit messy, but car number 88 now going out of sector 2 with a 110.5. So the usual that happened last session was like 112, 113. So already 2 seconds up. Definitely sub 140, sub 139. But let's see where. Let's see where he can put the AlphaTauri. Across the line, 137.3. Looking good, looking good. Across the line, control by 137.133. Well, let's skip down here. Quick, Raoul seems to have invalidated his lap times. Same for Stomach Slot, I think. And now Darkfly across the line, 136.3, man. Where does he get these lap times from? Almost 1 second faster than P2. As now Mink goes across the line, 136.8. Same for him. I mean, Aston Martin and Alpina just looking fire. Looking fire. As now Raoul spins off. Hopefully it doesn't block anybody. Yeah, seems to be fine. Then let's watch Raver across the line 138.29. 1 and simply across the line 136.793, currently putting him on that P2 spot. Only 4/10 behind the provisional pole setter Darkfly. So let's see what's gonna happen. Nothing fixed yet. No decision is made yet, and I think people can get faster than Darkfly, or his current lap time if he is not on the way in to improve. Not sure. Not sure. I think StarMax is pushing now, yeah, 110.5, and Rotherford also at 110.5. So on his way to get a good lap, 137 probably. Let's see. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. Oh, loses it almost. 137.082 as Darkfly puts in another fast lap. And I think if not for that like last minute mistake, StarMax is also sub 137 here. Looking good. And I saw a bit of debris. No? Was there a bit of debris or am I just blind? Not sure, honestly. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe I have some illusions going on. Wait. Okay. Didn't see what happened there again. Interesting. So then, let's watch Raoul on his way. Out of Sector 1 now. Almost loses the back there, I think. Yeah, looked like a bit of dancing and coming close to losing the back rear. Now on this very, very fast section of the track. Almost full throttle, has to go a bit off. You definitely don't want to lose your lap time that early on, especially because Aston Martin is, as a duo, is looking very, very strong together. So yeah, let's see if they can make something work here. Once again, Mink currently sitting in P3. Let's see where Raoul can put his car. And let's see if they can maybe close out the second row on the grid. Out of the final turn now. Nah, 137.8. That was too slow, but still not looking bad. Very, very decent lap time from everybody. Yeah. Very close together, apart from Darkfly, who's just on his way to making it sub 135. I don't know how, man. I just don't know how. Very, very impressive. Very impressive driving. So yeah, then let's look at AJ Sam, who probably now finally puts in his first proper push lap. It's only 3 minutes 40 left. What is that camera angle, man? What is that supposed to be? You can't even see the track. Okay, that is better. So let's see if Alpine once again can make a front row lockout work like they did in Russia. Not in China, but in Russia. So can they make it work? Gonna be interesting to see. Never count anybody out. Never do that here. And league racing, everything can happen. And if I say everything, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. I'm not sure if Raoul pushed there again. No, so no improvement though. What is the Ferrari? Control will be starting another push lap, okay. So now AJ Sam on his way to finish his first push lap of this session. Can he make something work here? P7, 137.642. Who's closely followed by Venu on his way into the final turn now once again. Qualifying is just so repetitive, man, if you can't keep traction on everything. 137.615, putting the McLaren in the fourth row of the grid so far. I mean, definitely no complaints here. Definitely no complaints here from his side, I think. I'm sorry. It's just, once again, so hard to keep attention to everything going on here. Excellent validation as Mink now goes across the line. 136.082, 2/10 quicker than Darkfly, almost sub 136. Can he push the king off the throne? It's looking so good for Aston Martin this time around. P1 and P3 for now. Provisional pole for Mink. Then let's have a look at Darkfly. Oh, he already improved 3/10. Oh man, 3/10 in the first sector. Currently enough to put Mink off that provisional pole spot again. Tight racing for P1 once again, man. Aston Martin competing with Darkfly is beautiful to watch. Beautiful, beautiful to watch. The Alpine of Darkfly is something else, man. And qualifying is looking good, usually, for Aston Martin. And last race was the double podium, I think. But before the double podium last race wasn't what you would want in league racing. As rubber pole now goes on to P4. Oh, Darkfly is looking good. Oh, 135.785. Provisional pole for him still. 3/10 clear of Mink here. But still looking good for Mink and Raoul. It's looking very good for Aston Martin. Looking very, very decent for Aston Martin. Mink, yeah, on his way into the pits. I think that's qualifying. But Contra Bobby is still improving. Oh no, invalidation, man. What? Oh, then let's watch Raver though. Already almost up a second. This man's on a hunt for a better position. No, I was blind. Once again, I was stupid. But he was, he's now 2.5 quicker, man. I don't know what's going on today. I feel very, very bad for everybody watching. I'm so sorry. The race is gonna be better again, I hope. So yeah, then let's keep watching Raver. Currently sitting in P8. He predicted a P7 for himself. And he is currently on a hunt for P6, I think. I mean, just look at this qualifying session. It's so much closer than usually. Obviously, the gap between P1 and P10 is large by 2 seconds, but seeing everybody perform so consistently, wow, Darkfly another fastest lap, 135.7. Wow, that's pole position for him, man. I just don't have to even comment on that. It's what you would expect from him. As now Raver goes across the line. Lost some time anywhere. P9 for him. And that's it for qualifying. Darkfly once again on pole position. Followed by the two Aston Martins. Great session. For sure, the gap between P1 and P10 was huge, but the gaps, just look at P4 and P5 were so close. P5 and P6 put in the exact same lap time. P7, P8 so close together with P9 close behind them, and Venu also had a decent chance to getting a better lap, I think. So deep into the last chicane, okay. I knew that something has to happen. yeah, that draws qualifying 3 to an end. Darkfly once again on pole position, followed by both 2 Aston Martins, Rotherford, AJ Sam, Simply, Star McLeod, Control Bobby, and so on.
A warm welcome to you all joining us here at Silverstone today as the grid begins to form up for what we hope will be another phenomenal race. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the British Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar.
So we restart, no? Oh no. Do we have to restart? It's getting discussed. Getting discussed if we need a restart. I hope we don't. I really hope we don't. Yeah, probably be okay, but still, man. Okay. I'm just gonna keep my attention to the race. So the top 3 runners sitting on mediums, Rotherford on softs, followed by AJ Sam and Simply on mediums, Star McLeod, Control, Raver on softs. Yeah, you can see the tires yourself. Softs might get Rotherford a better start here. He might be able to get past one of the Aston Martins because he is gonna have better grip into the first turn. So then let's now fully focus on the race. Grid is about to be formed. Grid is about to be formed. Okay, I'm sorry. Cars are lining up. Nutria, last man to join, on hards now. As now the lights turn red. Lights out, and it's go for the British Grand Prix here in Axxel Racing League, as we have a lot of action instantly going on further down the grid. Mink keeping his position, Raul keeping his position, but Rotherford is close to overtaking him here. Out of the first turn, it's looking good so far. Not that many position changes. Rotherford almost getting ahead of Raul, and he did. That's what I meant, the softs are gonna give them definitely an advantage here. So yeah, Star McLeod dropping 5 positions. Darkfly already with a 1 second gap. Rotherford close behind Mink, followed by Raul, Simply, AJ Sam, Control Vanu, and the Raver so close behind. So early stage, and somebody spun off. That was Rotherford here who spun off. I'm not sure if he got any damage. Let's quickly see. I don't think he did. Yeah, so Rotherford now dead last again. Feels so bad for him. Oh man. Buckles, and I'm not sure who it was. Star McLeod running a bit wide here. Nutria starting dead last. Already in P11 like last time around. What? So yeah, Darkfly now still leading the race, followed by the 2 Aston Martins, and Simply, who made his way from P6 into P4. And Both Ferraris are now in good contention and good position, fighting for the podium as a gap starts to form right behind Raver. And Venom instantly with a penalty. He probably has to go into the pits, and a lot of people have to go into the pits, probably due to the fact that they suffered from front wing damage here in the early stages of the race. So yeah, messy race that once again so incredibly hard to keep attention on everything. But then let's now remain our focus here on Raver for a second to calm down a bit. And getting damage here is bad. This is one of the longest pit lanes, when not the longest in our calendar. So not what you would want. It's basically just like a 30-35 second penalty to go into the pits to get a new front wing. Not good, not good. Yeah, you can see the gap forming. Venue as 30 seconds behind FL Racer here. As Darkfly already built the gap by over 1 second. And Raver now maybe going past Control. No, he has to back out here. We definitely don't want big damage, big shunts early on. But Raver is on softs. Now getting a toe here off of Control Robbie. So that might be a pass. Let's see it. Around the outside. He did make it pass. He did make it pass. Raver now starting P9, now in 6th position here. As Darkfly puts in the fastest lap so far. But doesn't matter. It's definitely gonna shrink down. Control Robbie now sitting in P7. Still in a better position than he started in. But lost out to Raver here though again. Buckle starting P15, now in P8, and Nutria starting that last, already sitting in P9. Crazy race start once again. Darkfly seems to be pretty confident again. Oh, as Nutria and Buckles collide a bit, I think... Yeah, Buckles definitely left enough space. I don't know where Nutria was going there. As SD Racer is the first Haas to be in the points and also secures that P9 spot. Runs a bit wide because he was braking a bit late here. So crazy race start. Haas in the points. Let's see if he can get even more or if he can stay in the points. Rob Paul now already in the points again, losing out to SD Racers out of the corner now. Let's see. Yeah, Rob Paul backs out. Close and beautiful racing here. Wow. Paul already making good what happened to him early on in the race. I mean, both cars have DRS. There's no way they overturn with that on. Yeah. Fastest laps are gonna get faster and faster, obviously. Less fuel and more confidence. Darkfly now with a 1.2 second gap to Ming already. Both Aston Martins confidently pulling each other along with the DRS. Raul staying in the DRS detection here of Ming, simply out of DRS detection on Raul. So it's going to be a bit harder to gain on him, and AJ Sam already 3 seconds behind simply here. And yeah, P14 and downwards are like 20 seconds behind the grid by now, so not looking good for anyone down there. It's now Rafa Paul makes it into P9 once again, fighting with Buckles. Look at these two beautiful Red Bull brand cars. Wow. Nutria sitting in P8 after starting P17. So crazy things happening again. Crazy things happening again. As Mink gained a lot here on Darkfly, probably due to a mistake from his side. Can Mink with the DRS at some point snatch that P1 spot away from him somehow? And even if he does, can he hold that position? We are in lap 5 already out of 26, so there's much left to come. So getting ahead now doesn't even matter. If we are honest, it's not that important. So let's watch Mink fighting with Darkfly here. And getting out of the DRS detection is Raoul from his teammate. He now makes it back into it. But Mink has the DRS on Darkfly. So let's watch that P1 fight for now. P2, P3, P4 fight. No, not P4. But the podium fight between P1 and P3 is gonna be interesting as Rob now makes it into P8 again, man. This guy is on some pace on this track. Lovely, lovely to see. Now let's watch Mink. Yeah, this is what I meant. You can see now they're almost going, full throttle through these turns. So then let's enable telemetry for a bit here. Mink now having the DRS advantage again, and we have a yellow flag, and I think that's Nutria. Nutria spun around. I don't know if that was due to a crash fighting Rob here or something else. Didn't see. So then let's slowly shift our attention down further the grid again as SD Racer now makes it past Buckles. Not much going on in the middle field. We have to go to P9, P10 to see some fighting. Let's see if Buckles can gain on SD Racer here again. This is what's going to be an interesting fight for the next few laps if Buckles can catch up again. They are on their way into the first DRS zone, so Buckles is gonna definitely have an advantage, and he has a full battery. So a lot of time to close the gap, but it's not enough. It's not enough for now. The Haas can keep his position really well here. Also with a good battery percentage. Holding that spot. Rob already P8 again. I mean, he started in a higher position, but he spun out lap 1. And lost so much time here. Buckles still not making it past SD Racer. He has to back out here. We don't want the crash to happen, but basically he doesn't want the crash to happen, and now has the DRS advantage again. Can he make it past now? Having a tow. Can he make it down the inside? Definitely can. He's just so much faster due to the DRS. Runs a bit wide, almost loses it here. Can the Haas make it round the outside again? Down the inside now. Oh, he can! Wow! Close racing happening here. Beautiful to watch SD Racer and Buckles here fighting for that P9 spot. As Nutria gets a single time penalty. But let's keep our attention here on Buckles. Closely fighting with SD Racer. Oh, as Mink is really close to Darkfly here, but has to back out of the slow turn to not collide with him. The fight for P9 and the fight for P1, P2, P3 is going. Is on, man. So let's see if Buckles with the DRS can gain enough into the first DRS zone. No, definitely can't. Runs really right here. SD Racer with the way better line. Same here. Whew. Wow. Beautiful fighting. Beautiful fighting. Buckles now gaining on SD Racer again. That line was a bit too close to the apex in that fast right-hander that Cops is. Not ideal. But he stays in DRS detection and has to gain a lot on SD Racer here again. So yeah, nothing decided yet here. Then let's slowly but steady shift our attention here onto Rob for pole, who's on a hunt for a better position again. This man is hungry. Gaining on control here now. I mean, this is the racing we want to see, obviously. This is the racing you would like to see, obviously. So yeah, really cool to watch. He's now gaining so much with the DRS. Can he make it around the outside? Swift down to the inside. Is that enough? Will he get the better acceleration on Control B? And yes, he does make it past him. It's now Raoul and Mink both get the penalty. Rocco gets the position back. Not sure why that is. Maybe illegal overtake. Didn't see what exactly happened. Yeah, Mink and Raoul both with a 3-second penalty that basically puts Darkfly out of any fear from the contenders behind and basically almost secures him that P1 spot if nothing else happens over the course of this race. Rocco now once again gaining on Control B. Yeah, that's definitely an easy pass. There's no question regarding that. So yeah, for everybody watching, put in your predictions in the chat. Talk about what you think will happen in the podium contention, what you think will happen further down the grid in the middle field. So yeah, so we can talk about that a bit. Yeah. Whew. I mean, simply with that penalty on Raoul and Mink is fighting for P2 and currently is on a good way to getting that. So let's see if he can make it. Rocco now 5 seconds behind the next man ahead of him. SD Racer now starting to build a gap on Buckles, but he has that penalty too. I don't know, man. Goyet or Hunter with his new name now slowly gaining on Frankenstein. Nutria starting P17 now, made it up to P11 already, but also had a few issues and now has a penalty, so I'm sure he's not happy. I'm sure he's not happy with that. Can Buckles now somehow gain enough time on SD Racer? No. He is not in DRS detection. As now Darkfly puts in another fastest lap. As we have a yellow sector, FL Racer retired, crashed out, and that is a safety car. That is a safety car. So then let's quickly turn on the tires. I think all soft runners are gonna pit. That's an obvious decision, I think. For me, I think. And maybe even everybody can pit. Maybe also Nutria going into mediums? No, he doesn't. I mean, the soft runners are definitely gonna pit, I think. But I'm not sure. Can you make 16 laps on mediums or hards? Yeah, for sure, no. For sure. Reaver and Rocco not going into the pits. Interesting. Maybe next lap. Maybe next lap. Actually, not quite sure if it's the right call. I mean, I'm not the headmaster of the strategy, but I think I would have pitted here for sure. I mean, it's a great opportunity for soft runners to go in here. And working on the medium tires for 1 or 2 laps, getting good heat into them, making the engine hot again. So yeah, let's see what Raver's decision will be. I mean, it's perfect for soft runners to go in now. It's perfect for them. But I don't even know if something like rain will come later on, so let's see. Is Raver gonna hit into the pits? Yeah, definitely, and also Darkfly and Mink, I think that's definitely the right decision here to pit. Sam now, 5-second penalty speeding in pit lane. Yeah, basically everybody goes into the pits, yeah. I think that's the obvious decision. Darkfly going on hards. Yeah, it's tough because he definitely can't go on soft, you know. That is true. Because softs are not gonna last 16 laps. The soft runners are now here on an advantage going on to mediums. Definite advantage they have, strategy-wise. Nutria not going in, not even for mediums. I think he could do that. Interesting decision making. Same here with Raoul. Simply, maybe they don't want these hards. Maybe they want to go a bit longer and then towards the end go to soft tires. So strategy-wise, that safety car shuffles up the grid a lot. Really, really interesting to see what's gonna happen. Mink now on softs. I don't know if softs can make it through the whole race. Same with Sen and SD Racer, but these mediums, people going from soft to mediums, they are definitely at a big advantage here. So let's see if they can use that strategy advantage they now have to get in a better position. If somebody can win over Darkfly, kick the king off his throne. I mean, net, he's still P1, but people behind him are on better tires. Hearts are also definitely gonna make the way, obviously. But I don't know if you want to run Hearts for that amount of laps. I think mediums are the better call, but I'm not the strategist here. So only 3-second penalties apart from Sam, who speeded. Okay. It's now Raoul simply, and Darkfly goes into the pits again. Whew. Darkfly now on softs. Maybe just put in on the Hearts for the 2 laps duration of the safety car and now making it 14 laps on softs. Also a good decision, maybe. Really interesting to see what's gonna happen here. Oh man, people are going a bit slow. There. I mean, obviously very slow, but that was a bit annoying, I think, for 1 or 2 people here. So Mink now sitting in P1. He has a 3-second penalty. Buckles now in P2, but he and Nushua didn't pit yet. Same here for Goyet, Hunter. He pitted earlier on because he had the front wing damage, but I think he has to do another pit stop maybe? Yeah, for sure, no? So the safety car is gonna stay a bit longer, I think. It's interesting, it's really exciting to see right now. Not much to say, strategy-wise, everything I did say. Nutria now left the session. I don't know if that was on purpose. Let's just try to... Do I have him? Doesn't seem like I have. I could have re-invited him, but if he didn't add me, it's not my problem. I'm not the guy to do these things here. Nutria also got a 5-second penalty to going yellow flag, but I think that was the AI. So, a well-written AI we have here. What the hell, man? Sorry. So yeah. What can I say? Safety car's gonna stay 1 more lap, I think. Beautiful Aston Martin safety car also. Yeah, it's gonna be 1 more lap, I think. So Mink currently sitting in P1 with softs, and Darkfly is in P10 on softs with a lot of people ahead of him that don't have to pit anymore. Can Darkfly make it up into the podium and maybe onto P1 again? Can this guy make it work? That's the question. That is the big question. Question. What am I saying? Question. Sorry. Oh my god. What am I doing? So yeah, Mink P1, Buckles P2, Nutria P3. I mean, Nutria started P17. Now currently sitting on podium. Hasn't pitted yet though. So interesting to see what's gonna happen here. Can Nico make up the gap in time? I think he can, no? Can he make up? Yeah, he definitely can, okay. Then the safety car should go in this lap. Would be weird if not. Yeah, Nico also closes the gap. The grid close together again. All led by Mink, Buckles and Nutria. And Raver now also in a good spot. Same for Rob for Pole. Man, Rob. You are the man this race. Starting, I think, P4 or something, and then dropping down to P17 and now in P5 again. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, Buckles, what are you doing? Safety car is going in this lap. So, let's see. Oh, why is Buckles... Okay, definitely not on purpose. So, let's see how Mink is gonna restart the race. We have our attention on him. Slows down a lot here. I mean, getting the restart right is the important part to keeping that P1 spot. To instantly build a gap to gain the advantage on other drivers here. Get the upper hand. Work these softs, man, because you are gonna need them. You are gonna need them for the last 13 laps of the race. As now Mink goes up to racing speed again. Half the race done. And instantly builds a gap for over 1.5 seconds. Nutria close now behind Buckles. Can he instantly make it pass? Maybe down the inside? No, he definitely backs out here. Raver sitting P4. Oh, and Rampapol instantly dropped again, man. No way. No way, that was his chance. But now, Raver up to P3. This guy already pitted. Nutria didn't, so net he should be P2 by now. But Mink has also that penalty, so Raver on his run to maybe finish P1, Control in P4, closely followed by Buckles. What a race restart, man. Mink instantly put up a 3-second gap as we now have another yellow sector. What's going on down there? I want to keep my attention here. Darkfly on a hunt. This guy is hunting down simply now. Not making it past yet, but... Oh, that beautiful angle, man. That is not a done thing yet. Darkfly now gaining here on Simply. But Buckles also blocking his racing line a bit. Can he make it past 2? No, Buckles backs out, but Simply keeps his position, putting the Ferrari now on P5. Ooh, it's looking crazy good for Ferrari at that point. Darkfly spins off. Did he get damage? Was he the guy to get damage here? I'm not sure, but Darkfly spinning off, making a mistake. It hasn't happened yet. Making past Venice. Oh, what, I didn't see all of the action, man. I feel so bad. Buckles now has also retired both. Esteban is also, but now that was Frankenstein who spun off. So putting Darkfly now into P9 again. What a messy race. Not having a co-host is so hard here right now. So Nutria now dropping down further the grid again. Darkfly now in P8. Probably not having any damage because he's on a hunt for F1 Nico now. SD Racer and Haas currently sitting in P6, maybe on his way to get the first points for Haas in this season. Mink already built a 5-second gap over Raver, who is followed by the 2 Ferraris, and Hunter, previously named as Goyet, is on a way to make good points for Mercedes here again. Now Darkfly, oh, has to back out here. Yeah, DRS not available yet, but with the toe he should get. That is a pass, no? Can he make it around the outside or down the inside? Let's see. Backs out here. Goes the safe way. As now Mink puts in the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:29.8. Darkfly. This man is getting nervous, I think. Yeah. We didn't have to fight for a long time, in the long duration of races, because he just dominated every single one of them. But not this one. So let's have a look at the penalties real quick. 8 seconds for Mink. 8 seconds for Mink. That currently puts Simply almost net P1, followed by Raver. No, wait. Raver net P1 and simply P2. What am I saying, man? Sorry. So here the position change. Raver gained 7 positions, and the guy losing out the most so far is Raul, who started in P3, now sitting in P15. Not looking good for Aston Martin, apart from Mink in P1. On his hunt for the next podium finish. Awful race. Awful race for Raul. Not even performance-wise, just unlucky. The safety car obviously shuffled up the grid a lot again. So yeah, SD Racer now making it around the outside of F1 Nico for a second here. But not enough yet. Can he now somehow? No. He's definitely gonna do it on a long run, trying to get the position back later. So yeah, for everybody watching right now, once again I asked you to put in predictions. Who's gonna win this race? Who's gonna be in contention for podium and so on. So yeah, please give me your opinions if you want to, and if you like the stream, if you would love to follow that league further on, leave a follow to never miss a race. Nutria still hasn't pitted yet. Only man still out on hards, who wasn't in the pits, didn't use that safety car opportunity. As now SD Racers trying to defend from Darkfly, but that's just not enough. Darkfly with the better braking, better racing line. But I think SD Racer is furious to get that position back. Now Raul, fastest lap of the race so far. Obviously Darkfly has the advantage on soft tires. Oh, and just see that Hunter also on 14 lap old tires. They are not going to make it towards the end. So yeah, let's see how this is going to affect the race result. Simply now on his way to making closer and closer and closer to Raver. Same here with F1 Nico, Darkfly and SD Racer closing in on Hunter, and that means almost closing in on podium contention. As now F1 Nico makes it past Hunter, the first man to go past him. I mean, he's on 14 laps of tires, so it's just so much slower in these fast right and left handers that this track has. As I said, you spend 65% of this lap usually on throttle, if not even more by now. So yeah, Darkfly on his way to also make it past Hunter now. Not quite yet, but later on it's definitely gonna happen. And a lot of people get another penalty. Basically everybody on this grid has a penalty, apart from a few drivers here. And Darkfly is one of them. Darkfly is one of them, putting it in a good position to gain the podium place back, to maybe even gain that P1 place back. As now simply is gaining a lot on Raver here. Just gained 8 tenths. Now 9 tenths. On his way to hunt him down. We have a yellow flag here in sector 3. I think that's AJ Samoff track. Yeah, that's AJ Samoff track. Simply now hunting down Raver more and more and more, approaching the second DRS zone of the track now. So that's gonna put simply in a good position, but he doesn't have to overtake him yet. Doesn't have to, but he is on soft, so maybe he should. Maybe he should, trying to build a gap, so he has a better advantage towards the later stage of the race, but doesn't quite make it. Is a bit scared, but doesn't back out of this opportunity. Pushes him a bit wide. Switchback doesn't quite work, and F1 Nico and Cont will be both retired. Big crash on track, I think, here. So yeah, people going into the pit again. Wow, the second safety car this race. Big action. Oh, look at these penalties, man. Nutria 13 seconds. Oof. Okay, so everybody's gonna probably pit for softs. I think if these soft runners still have a fresh set of softs left, but probably not everyone. Why did Nutria go for mediums, man? He had softs for sure because he was running hards the whole race. Yeah, Frankenstein does it right, pitting for fresh softs. Raul, Robert Paul and Venu, he just pitted, don't have to pit now, but the advantage they had is gonna drop now. It's gonna drop now. So let's see. Darkfly now. P4 again, doesn't have to pit. Basically none of the top runners have to pit. Darkfly almost on the podium again after having a bit of a moment a few laps ago. Having a bit of a moment. But yeah, P4 once again. Now see basically everybody now on softs, and still no pit stop from Hunter here. Why not? Why is that? Why do you not pit, man? Darkfly now on his way into the pits again. Same here for Mink. But Raver decides to stay out. Probably the right decision to do that. And he's on mediums, he doesn't need fresh softs because he started on softs, so he only will have used softs probably. Well, what a buck. So yeah. Really interesting to see that. I'm gonna be right back. I try to be back in like half a lap time. Excuse me for a second. Already back, hopefully didn't miss all too much. Yeah, still lap 20, still safety car conditions. Nobody else out. Whew. That was scary to go away here for a second, but worked out at the end. Worked out at the end. So yeah, I'm back again. Fully focused now. Sorry, had to go for there for a second. Whew. So then, let's see what's gonna happen. SD Racer now with a penalty. Collision with Sam? I didn't see fast enough, sorry. No, it can't be. With Darkfly, Nutria? I'm not sure. Let's just hope nobody took damage from that. I didn't see if the safety car will go in yet, but let's definitely shift the attention to our race leader, who is currently Raver. And this guy might be on a hunt for his first league race win here. Definitely in a good position to secure that. I mean, how did somebody join now? What? Okay, interesting. Instantly left again? Okay. So yeah, I think safety car is in next lap. AJ, Sam and Lenu. Not looking good here. Not looking good here. So Hunter only one that has to pit again. Then let's turn on the gaps already again and the penalties. We are on our way to finish the race. On our way to finish the race. Safety car is going in this lap. So let's see how Raver will restart the race. Let's have a look at his TV pod camera. working the tires. Already going up to speed again. Interesting. As we now go racing again, we go green. Raver instantly building a small gap, but simply also gaining. Mink instantly makes it past Hunter. Same for Darkfly, but Hunter can't fight back on Darkfly here. Let's definitely have a look at this fight. Hunter now. Ooh, Mink running a bit wide. Hunter a bit close. Closely followed by SG Racer, but Hunter gets off track here and Darkfly gets that position secured. Oh man, SG Racer off again. Didn't see what exactly happened. Car not broken, no safety car again. Wow, look at the fight going on back here. Look at the fight going on back here. 4 wide out of that turn into the next straight. Big fighting going on here. Let's hope nobody collides here. Wow, beautiful racing, but now Hunter spins off. I don't know if everybody could avoid him here. I think there's no crash. Yeah, I mean ghosting is on, so yeah, that's why. Raver still holding on to that P1 spot, but simply on a hunt for him. Hunter retired due to the DNF now. Oh no, just basically retired because he doesn't even have a chance to win, probably. So yeah, SD Racer now out of the points again. There was the good chance to score points for Haas, but with this amount of penalties and... man, I don't know what to say. Feels so bad for him. Hunter not causing another safety car, I think. As we see a lot of fighting here. Darkfly now currently sitting in P4 and net P3 with that penalty on Mink. So a mixed up podium this time around. That Darkfly on his way to not win the race for the first time around here. No, the second time around here. Oh, Raul almost losing it here too. Let's shift our attention really quick up the grid again. As now we see simply making it past simply making it past Raver. But the race is not over yet. The DRS zones are gonna count in for the last few laps. And I think towards the end, let's see the tires real quick. Oh, that was wrong. Yeah, simply is on softs. I don't know how long they will last, but if they use if they wear off faster than these mediums, Raver is in a good position here. And now Nutria also off track. Not looking good. Not looking good for Mercedes right now. Nutria also retired. Can now the Haas somehow... No, he's 1 minute behind? Yeah, okay, there's no way he's at some point going to do it. So now Rafapol fighting here down the grid with Raul. But the Rafapol also having trouble again, man. Going off track. Didn't see what happened, man. This is so annoying. This is so annoying that you don't have constant information, constant viewing. No replays, but still trying my best here. As we now see 3-car fight further down the grid. Ooh, who ran a bit wide there? I think it was Sam. Going off track there a bit. Now Ben is fighting Raul. Can he defend? Yeah, definitely. So simply still holding on to that P1 spot, followed by Mink and Darkfly. But now Darkfly makes it past... What happened there? Darkfly now makes it past... Mink is now on that podium again. Can Darkfly gain these 1.5 seconds over these last 2.5 laps to get that P1 spot? Can he somehow make that win still possible? Or will we see somebody else win? Darkfly's tires are so much fresher than these two people ahead of him. 3-lap old softs is... They're gonna have so much more grip. And he can do these fast left and right handers so much faster. Yeah, gaining so much here now on Raver, but that's due to the DRS. So a big fight going on further down the grid now. So then let's change the detail to penalties again to have a look at the net positions. Darkfly fighting here with Raver. Oh, this was the better exit, getting a bit of a tow here, fresher tires. But Raver can't defend for now. He can't defend for now. Darkfly backing out a bit. Simply now build a 1 second gap. So out of DRS contention are now Raver and Darkfly. From Simply, even if Darkfly can make it pass. If Raver is gonna hold, oh, never mind. If Raver holds on Darkfly here longer, then he would have definitely lost out a lot. But now Darkfly actually also got the DRS into the DRS zone, and now 1.3 seconds away from Simply. Can Simply hold on to that pressure, or will Darkfly reign once again and get that victory? His podium definitely is safe, and I think same applies here for Simply and Raver. But yeah, can Darkfly gain? And he's gaining already, man. Can he make it into DRS detection for the next DRS zone? I think he can. That would mean Simply has to defend one more lap with 2 DRS zones, or Simply has to gain a bit on Darkfly here again. So now Darkfly's DRS wide open, putting in a purple sector 2, but it is not enough yet. Losing out a bit on Simply here once again. Darkfly's tires are way better than Simply's tires, so let's see what's gonna happen over the last lap. Close racing for the last lap, man. Apart from Rob Verpolen and SC Racer here, we have a lot going on in the grid right now. So starting the final lap now, we only have 11 cars left on track. That is crazy, man, honestly. So yeah, now let's watch Darkfly fighting with Simply here. That fight for P1. We could also watch the other fights, but due to the penalties, it's just so annoying to have the track on the net position. Now Darkfly gaining in the first DRS zone, not quite enough. Can Simply hold on to that wee P1 spot and kick Darkfly off his throne? Will Darkfly not win for the first time since the Belgian Grand Prix? For the first time since the first race, man. He won every single race apart from the first one, and basically almost had that race win too. So yeah, really crazy to see what's gonna happen here. Can Darkfly gain enough on Simply? Or is that race victory secured here for Simply? Onto the final DRS zone now. Will this be enough? Can Simply somehow defend? I think he can. Darkfly is not fast enough. Runs a bit wide here too. Darkfly gets a 3-second penalty, and that basically means he Simply has won the race. Let's watch our P1 P1 driver going across the line now. That is a race win for Simply. Darkfly P2, Raver P3. What a podium. Mink P4, Frankenstein P5, Star Mixlot P6. Venom now on his way to make that P7 spot secure. Raoul on his way to the finish line to secure that P8 spot in his Aston Martin. What a race finish! What a race finish, man. These last few laps were so exciting. The second safety car threw around the grid once again a bit. Simply P1, a first time winner here in that F1 season, apart from Darkfly and Mink, the only 2 other winners. Big dominance from Darkfly, but the chain is broken. Even if he wouldn't have gotten that penalty, I think that's a win for Simply. Great race. If you would love to see more of that, and you are new to the stream, leave a follow every Saturday. So yeah, crazy and big congrats to Simply here. Wow. Oh, that was a tough race, no? That was a tough race. Applauding. It's just necessary, man. Seeing Darkfly not on P1 spot, holding him off for that long is beautiful to see. Beautiful. Also Raver, obviously. We can't forget Raver here in the P3 spot. Williams, very unlucky in a lot of races this season, but now finally on the podium. Oof! These penalties, man. So 11 cars only made it across the line. Yeah, great racing by Darkfly. Yeah, and Simply, it's crazy, man. He held them off Fastest lap goes to Raul. Only 11 cars across the line. What is that? I mean, honestly. That's just bonkers, no? It's crazy. Okay. Then let's quickly do a few shoutouts. Hello? Ah, congrats on the win, man. Yeah, don't know what to say. Yeah, it's just, let's just still talk. I mean, yeah, we can't do anything about it. I don't know why. It's so weird. It's so bugged. Yeah, I did. I reinstalled twice. And today it worked when I did the test, but now it's not working again, so I don't know. Yeah, I think so too, yeah. Yeah, because Twitch has also issues putting F1 2021 as like the Twitch category. I have to do it manually every single time. And with every other game it works, so it's definitely a game bug. So yeah, congrats on that win. I don't know what to say. I mean, if Darkfly didn't get that penalty last lap, I think you still would have won. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think you still would have won. But he wasn't. Hmm. Yeah, it might have been close, but I think. I mean, I saw it from his perspective, and the DRS was not enough. And then afterwards, there's basically no option to overtake again with half a second gap. So yeah. Yeah, it was really intense. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, after the first safety car, I thought it's just over. You know, everybody pitted, the grid is set. You know, but the second safety car changed everything around again. Yeah, but you didn't pit, but Darkfly pitted, by the way. He went in again, so still getting that P2 spot is crazy. Mm. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, but he's also obviously something else, no? Wait, can we? Well, I have an idea. Can we? Okay, now let's not try that yet. But I think regarding the interview thingy, can we try to make it like via the in-game thingy? You know? Ah, what? Why is that? It's so annoying. Okay, yeah, okay, I guess. So yeah, once again, congrats. I think there's nothing else to say here. It was crazy race. It was so exhausting for me too to watch that. Hi. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I don't know. Honestly crazy. Honestly crazy. Wait, I don't know if it's working now, but it's worth a shot because sometimes Twitch mutes it and then unmutes it as soon as you like. No, it's not working. Fuck. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but still. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Yeah, maybe on Discord. Yeah, I can do. We can do definitely do that next time. Yeah, yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I will organize that till next time. That's pretty easy. Just record it and then edit it in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See ya. Nah, congrats. See ya. Wait. Okay. I am stupid. Wait, Raver did leave again. Let's just wait if he joins, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. Wait, why does it say cameras turned on, man? He doesn't rejoin yet. Okay, then let's just skip the interviews because it's not working again. And next time around, I will. Oh wait, I have an idea. Quick, let's try that. Next time around, I just will make it work. I just force it to work. And if it doesn't, I get angry. Let's see. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining in. If you want to see more, leave a follow if you want to. And yeah, check out our social media. I can... Oh, wait. Join the Discord. And yeah. See you guys next week, next Saturday. I'm not sure what's up next, because we have to redo one race and things like this. But if we stay in order, it's the USA Group on the Circuit of the Americans. So yeah, enjoy your weekend. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Leave a follow if you'd love to. Check out our main sponsor, Pitlane Model Shop. And yeah, good night everybody.